What's happening? Disclaimer, sometimes you have a yum yum for breakfast. I didn't know 5,000 blocks in 20 minutes. Just wanted you to come join us. Seeing as you're here now, you might as well stick around. My name's Lee. This is the Thames Valley Group. We are the Thames Valley Group. And today we're setting out a multi-million pound house. Come on. Right, Alex very beautifully loaded this out. I think you've got one more pallet of bricks to get out. Day one on the job, always the same thing, alright? You always work out your datum and measure down, find out where the highest point of the concrete is and work out what you've got. So our datum's over here, look, follow me. So that is our DPC, yeah? So what we want to do is come down, we've got a 215 makeup on top of block and beam, so down 215, down 155 for the beams, brings you to there, alright, 370 down, is underside of block and beam. So what we're doing now, if you can see Alan, look, he's putting some bits of batten around and we're going to go around with a laser level. I've just set the laser level to that. We're going to set all of our datums up on our corners and let those marks are underside of block and beam, the top of our block. Also, come in, look. A lot of the time when you're working on big housing sites, they don't pin the footings for obvious reasons, they're square boxes. On here we have, see these, look, got pins there, pin there, pin there, pin there. And what happens is, so it's about 400 quid to get an engineer out, but it's all set up perfectly. You know the measurements are all bang on. With houses like this, where it goes in, it goes out, you've got chimneys and feature work and all that stuff, it's a no-brainer, especially on a house with the value of this one, alright? What those pins are is above plinth, so we've got a double plinth here, alright? So you've got that those pins are the brickwork all the way up, alright? They're not the plinth. So we're going to set the block to that all the way around, and then we're going to drop another block in front of it to allow for a 100mm plinth. Alright, I'll talk you through it as we're doing it. And then we've got to add the coins onto that as well. So we've got 100mm cavity, 100mm. And we've got a plinth, and it steps out again for the coins. We've got to make that work out there. Right, got all our heights. Height. Yeah. So that is underside of block and beam. Same there. We've got them on every corner, all the way around. Right, and this, just turn you up there. I don't know if you can see this here, look. In here, there's a triple garage. So it goes off that way, over there, back. But, Alan and I are going to start setting this first course out. Your pins in here somewhere, but because of the way the coursings work, we had to start with a 100mm block. So what we've done is we've just measured out 112mm from each pin, dot the block down and run it in. So that is actually our plinth set. All right, down there. And what will happen is you've got to fill that in with concrete. We'll have another flat block here and then a 4-inch skin up. Alright, so we had to start with 100mm to make that work height wise. We hit our height, which is over there. Oh, what time is it?
10, it's cowboy time.
What's cowboy time?
10.
It's 10 to 10, cowboy time. Yep. When you're working for a new client, always ask them who usually does your brickwork or who usually does your carpentry. I'm hearing about a lot of people at the minute that are having to knock it on the head and wind up their companies because they're getting knocked for big amounts of money. And listen, if you're a little setup like us, and you get knocked for 30, 40, 50 grand, like it's curtains, do you know what I mean? So every time we get a new client, I say to them, who usually does your brickwork? And then we go and do our homework and we find out whether that company's reputable, and we even contacted our subbies if need be, and speak to them and ask them what we're dealing with. You know, that's not personal, that's not us mugging off the developer or the builder, but it is on us to do our due diligence. So this one's going to be built out of Docklands Yellows. They're an Ibstock, I believe. Dockland Yellow Multis. If you've watched our vlog on what we charged, we actually built Winkfield, the 5 houses in Winkfield and Ascot out of those bricks. They come up massive, but we'll work it out. They're not an Ibstock, they're a Weinberger. Level chimney. I think it's time for Alan to get a new bolster. He's been cutting them like that. Hey, how about that? He got his money's worth, didn't he? Raining again. Me and Neil are in this hole, setting out this squint. We've got it goes off onto the garage on a squint. It's got a coin on the corner. It's got a double plinth. And it's got facework and blockwork. So you got blockwork internal, facework, plinth,
Where's the hair go all curly?
squint,
Yeah.
and then it goes off and goes up there. So we've got different heights. We need to work our heights out from there to there. Goes off on the squint, that off there, and that'll go round that way. And that, this internal skin goes all the way over there and lines up. All in the rain again.
What are you doing, Andy?
Going to the pub later.
Coin, double plinth, internal blockwork, squint. With a 235 from coin to brickwork. One last thing we've got to do this week is pop back to Finch. Right, I've just got here after 2 months of delays, loads of terrible weather. I believe. We are at plate height. Let's go and have a look. So we've got a plate on the front here. We've got a plate on the front, and then the soffit sits in there. All the pad stones are in, and Neil and Archie are here today, just dusting off the few last internals and putting the internal plates on. And then that is that. We've got we're missing this back lintel. Look, we're missing that one. That's coming in today as well. So as of later on, this is done and dusted. That has been a long time coming. I'm going to walk around it now and just have a look. Thanks for watching this week's video. Please like and subscribe. If you want to have a sensible conversation, I'd love to connect with you over on Instagram. And I'll see you lot at the same time next week.